On this 4th of July, we got to thinking about iconic American flags. The flag the Marines raised at Iwo Jima, the one firefighters put up at Ground Zero, the one that flew over Fort McHenry, the inspiration for what would become our national anthem. And as the space shuttle program comes to an end later this week, we were most curious about the flags the astronauts left behind during 6 trips to the moon. What's become of them? We asked Jim Axelrod to find out.
Well, Mike, really is. They've got the flag up now, and you can see the stars and stripes.
When Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin planted the first flag on the moon, it was an act of pure symbolism. A United Nations treaty would not allow the U.S. or any other country to claim the moon as its territory.
This is a very schematic diorama of what the Apollo 11 site would have looked like.
Smithsonian curator Alan Needell says the flags planted by the crews of all the Apollo missions that landed on the moon were goodwill gestures to the world.
By and large, the symbol was very much understood for what it was, as a symbol of pride, but also a symbol of humanitarian accomplishment.
But, as Tom Moser knows, it was also a politically sensitive symbol. An engineer on the NASA team that designed the first flag to go to the moon, Moser was told to keep it hush-hush.
It was not a military Department of Defense secret. It was just politically, we didn't want the word out before the event happened.
From the beginning, there were technical problems. The Apollo 11 astronauts had difficulty getting the pole deep enough into the lunar soil, and they had trouble extending the full apparatus, designed to keep the flag upright and outstretched in a place where there is never any wind. The wave is a product of what?
Of it being bunched up and not being pulled out tight.
That's what happened. It got bunched.
Exactly.
But the minor malfunction made for an even better effect, the sense that Old Glory was waving in the breeze. The flags waving behind are now among the most defining images of our time. But what happened to them is a question University of California, Santa Barbara librarian Annie Platoff has been trying to answer.
Theoretically, there are 6 flags still on the moon.
Her research can account for 4 of the 6, including this one.
That's beautiful.
Planted by Apollo 17. She believes the first 2 from Apollo 11 and 12 did not survive the ignition gases of the lunar liftoff.
It wasn't the intention in the flag material itself to last. It was just to be there during the event. We didn't have a requirement that the flag had to withstand all the environments for eons.
Made from nylon, just like the ones at a dime store, though ordered off the shelf from a government supply catalog, Platoff's theory is they're probably darkened and maybe more than a bit tattered.
I would guess over time, 40 years, the combination of sun rot and micrometeorite impacts has probably been devastating. I mean, it's not a pretty picture to paint. The only way you're going to test these theories would be to go back to the moon and look at the flag.
Lift off.
And with so much of the space program coming to an end, it's not likely that American astronauts will be the ones to discover whether, after the rocket's red glare, our flag is still there.
Come on out here and give me a salute.
Jim Axelrod, CBS News, Washington.
It's 2016 and America doesn't have the ability to send man into low Earth orbit. We produced the LRO, however it gave more questions than it did answers. When shown the technology used, to wonder why we didn't use better, considering we had so much available. And then when you compare the sizes of the things they're saying exist there. While they're taking pictures of Venus, taking pictures of its surface, going over to Mars and taking selfies, not to mention the detailed pictures of its terrain. All of the pictures in great color and detail. We even take pictures of asteroids. We take close-up pictures of their rocks. We take pictures of the moon Titan. We even take close-up pictures of its surface. We take pictures of Enceladus and the geysers coming off of it. We take close-up pictures of the Galilean moons. We even take close-up pictures of Pluto, and even Pluto's moons. If you look on askanastronomer.com, they'll tell you that no, we can't see it. You need a telescope larger than anything we have. Then they would tell you the atmosphere would still cause problems. However, with the new technology, it is possible to see such things, to overcome atmospheric distortion. So why aren't we using the larger telescopes to view what is possibly the greatest achievement of mankind? Instead, we're taking these old pictures and we're photo-correcting them so that pictures like this look more like pictures like this. So when they present you with pictures like this, it will be easy to accept. Because we're only 250 miles up, and who cares about the flags, right?